Imagine a reality where you were fully tapped into your divinity. What would that look like for you? In a world where we are manipulated into surrendering our power and authenticity, there are those of us who actively heal and work our magic to help others step into their highest versions. My name is KaSandra. I am the witch, spiritualist, founder, creator, and poet of Magic of Eden. My mission and purpose is to fearlessly share my magic, art, and wisdom to help others reclaim their divinity through poetry and ritual magic. On my podcast, I'll provide tarot readings, reveal prophetic messages and visions, share my astrological insights, discuss and perform my poetry. I'll also feature other creatives to ensure an infinite space of love, healing, and world unity. Hello everyone, welcome back to another podcast episode on the Magic of Eden podcast. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is KaSandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder, and creator of Magic of Eden. I am also a published author, writer, and poet. For those of you guys that are listening or looking at the video, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you just heard, my name is KaSandra. I am the witch, the spiritualist, the founder, and creator of Magic of Eden. Welcome, 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 you guys. It's always good to be in good love and high vibes and in good spirit with you all. So I am doing this podcast and this YouTube video to give you guys any intuitive messages that need to be heard right now. And I just felt this heavy, deep sense of like transformation, but it feels very, very, very deep. It feels extremely heavy. And so I felt the need to come on here to give whatever messages need to be heard right now. So this is going to serve as a timeless message, by the way. So no matter what time, no matter where you are in your life right now, I set the intention that you receive what you need to receive and that you discard what you don't need. I set the intention that whoever's listening to this podcast episode and or watching this YouTube video, that they be protected and that they receive any type of love, encouragement, positivity, and healing and nurturing that they need in order to help them in their lives right now in the moment, moving forward in the future to infinity and beyond. Thank you so much, Spirit, for allowing me to be a vessel that speaks clearly through to the person listening to this message. I heard the word sorrow, like it almost kind of feel. Oh, by the way, I just want to let you guys know that my kids are upstairs. One of them is on their tablet and the other one is watching his movie while I do this reading, and you're going to hear some bumping every now and then. So that's just a quick disclaimer. I have 2 kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom of, like I said, 2 kids, and it's just me here taking care of them. So you guys are bound to hear bumping and things like that. I'll stop as needed. But anyways, moving forward, I did hear the word sorrow. And we're also working from the Mermaid Tarot, by the way, which I love this deck because it really does help to connect me with the water element, of course, given the word mermaid. And it's very watery, it's very emotional, and it connects with a deeper sense of yourself. Or at least it helps me connect with a deeper sense of myself when I'm working with this deck. And for whatever reason, I've just felt the need to pull from this deck because it almost feels like there's some people who are in a space where they're extremely emotionally overwhelmed. So sorry about that, you guys. I had to stop what I was doing to check on my kids because, of course, right? Wouldn't be productive without doing that. Anyways, moving forward. So yeah, it just feels like this really heavy energy, and it just feels like for whatever reason some people may feel very stuck, very drowned, very anchored to this abyss of whatever. And it's almost kind of like some people are in an extremely dark place in their life right now. And it's not even just because of like what's going on in their personal lives, but it's because of what's happening on a macroscopic level, and it's affecting us, you know, in our intimate spaces, if that makes sense. And I just heard that some people feel that they have no hope for the future. And for whatever reason, I really want to intervene and say, well, I don't want to intervene, but it almost kind of feels like, if it feels like this energy of interference, I don't know why, but I'm hearing like a radio broadcasting where it's like you're like someone's driving down a road. Like I'm seeing someone driving down a road or traveling down a highway, and there's this interruption, this broadcasting interruption coming to give a very specific message. And for whatever reason, that message comes in and it changes completely, like wipes a slate, and it changes everything. It's like that one message that comes in, and it's not even like an interruption. It's almost kind of like the vibe where people are talking, and then someone, like a group of people are talking, right, like at a party, and someone comes in and they grab the microphone, and then they just start talking and giving this message, and then next thing you know, everyone's kind of gathered around, kind of looking and listening into this message, because somehow or whatever that person is saying, something about what they're saying is going to help them each individually in their own personal life. And this interference is Spirit saying that this is Spirit's way of giving you some type of guidance to help pull you out of this abyss of whatever you're feeling. Now, it almost kind of feels like, I know for some of you guys, you're going through like really bad breakups, you're going through these career changes, you're going through so many different things, and Spirit is like, listen, I know that there's some things that you do want, and there are some things that you're here to experience here in this life, but understand that just because you may not, it may be breaking down right now, it doesn't mean that it's the end all be all. Spirit is saying that for whatever reason, what's happening now, the breakup that's happening now, whether it be metaphorically or literally, the reason for that is because you're meant to go into this new space, you're meant to take that and place it elsewhere. It's almost kind of like when you I don't know why this is coming through like this, but y'all know those like motorhomes where you can like actually take the home up and pick it up and move it to like another pot of land. That's what this feels like. The home, what was built itself, is not going anywhere. It's just, I'm hearing Spirit say like a change of scenery is what's happening right now. And so even though it may feel scary, it may seem scary, understand that you're meant to take this thing and move it somewhere else, because that somewhere else is actually what's going to help benefit it more, because it's outgrown that space. It needs a bigger, more vibrant, more luscious space for it to thrive and be where it needs to be. And that's a message all in itself. And sometimes, we get in this mode where we want to take these things and we want to, hold it very tightly and very firmly so it won't go anywhere. But sometimes in the midst of us doing that, despite the fact that we have the intention or the intent to, nurture it and love it and put all that we possibly can and use our willpower to build this thing and to nurture this thing or whatever it is, sometimes our energy can be so powerful that it's also detrimental to the thing that's trying to grow. When Spirit is saying, I need you to loosen your grip a little bit, take your claws off of it, a little bit, so that you can allow it to turn into whatever it's going to turn into, or transform into whatever it's meant to transform into, if that makes sense. And sometimes what happens is, and I was just talking to a soul sister of mine about this, we cling onto these things so tightly, and then because it's almost kind of like we have a hold on these things, but these things that we have a hold on us because we're clinging so tightly to it. Spirit is saying that don't expect this to go anywhere. It's your fear of not having it that's, in a sense, either pushing it away, or that's withering it away, or that's crushing the life out of it, if that makes sense. And this also, for some of you guys, this is what's causing the detriment. This is what's causing the depression. This is what's causing the feelings of not having, of lack, if that makes sense. For some of you, it's not going to be for everybody. Take it as it resonates, right? So, and that message came through without me even really pulling any cards. Like, I haven't pulled any cards yet. I'm just kind of talking out of intuition, like as I always do, but okay, we got our first card here. We got the Ten of Pentacles. I love that. See? It's going to take a while, and it will. It'll take a while, but don't feel, and Spirit is saying, try not to feel like the foundations that you're setting are going to just simply be uprooted and then not replenished or rebuilt, if that makes sense. For whatever reason, the Ten of Pentacles is bringing me to family. It's bringing me to, it's bringing me to family. And it's also connecting me to ancestral energy. For whatever reason right now, I know that the cards have a specific meaning, that's fine. But when I'm doing my readings, what you'll find here on my channel and on my podcast, whenever I'm doing a reading, I'm gonna go with my vibe. It just is what it is. So that vibe may be completely different from the original meaning of tarot, and that's cool. But that's just kind of how we vibe here. You're gonna find that on my channel. We're just gonna vibe. That's it. That's all, right? So with the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, it's not only bringing me to legacy, but it's also bringing me to family. It's bringing me to friendship. It's bringing me to celebration. It's bringing me to the sense of togetherness, saying that there's a group of people or this thing, this family waiting to take you in after like a really hard storm. I don't know why, but this is also kind of reminding me of like when I don't know why I'm hearing the word refugees. It's like when these hurricanes hit and it destroys something, there's like this group of people waiting to take you in to say, you know what, let me feed you, let me nurture you, let me bring you out of the wetness, right? And for whatever reason, this group, these people, this whatever wants to help you. And it's so interesting because we have the High Priestess and we also have the 10 of Cups here. You have two tens. For whatever reason, I'm getting this vision of this dark water, but there's sunlight seeping through the top of the water and it's seeping through this water. And you can clearly see the sunlight that's seeping in. And Spirit is asking you to swim towards the light. You may feel the pressure around you, the pressure of your emotions, the pressure of your feelings, the pressures of whatever else that seems to be kind of crushing you down. And the further down you go, the harder the pressure, the more intense the pressure. And for whatever reason, I don't know why this is bringing me to like an outer body experience where our bodies can only take so much because of its, because it's physical. But Spirit is saying that you're more than that. I need you to swim towards the light because you're more than just this physical body. You're more than just what surrounds you. You are more than your environment. You are more than that. Not in a sense where you're better than the other beings around you, but in a sense it's like you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And because of that, Spirit is asking you to head towards the light, because the light that you're seeing that's coming through these dark waters is what's going to help you, guide you to the surface to help you to breathe, if that makes sense. So please, Spirit is asking you not to be afraid of whatever is happening in your life right now, because you are equipped with everything you need in order to adapt to this new change. I heard Spirit say, don't fight against the current, surrender to that and let it guide you to where you need to go. Spirit is also saying that in order to truly defeat something, understand that it can't be defeated but understood. Try not to defeat it, but try to understand it. Because when you look for understanding, you'll know how to work with it without destroying it. That is a very specific message for somebody. Take it as it resonates. The High Priestess is coming to you right now, speaking to you, because the High Priestess is an energy where the High Priestess is this energy where it's like our divine feminine knowing. She sees the divine feminine is darkness. The divine feminine is a negative energy. I don't mean that in a negative way or a malicious way, but what I mean by that is that this divine feminine energy is negative, meaning that it receives a charge. Divine masculine energy is a charge that is positive because it goes out to do, it goes out to give, it takes action. Divine feminine energy is receptive. So divine feminine energy is also dark. It's passive. It's what you have to feel through, if that makes sense. It's light that can't be seen or detected. So the High Priestess right now is speaking to me where she's telling you that as you're in the midst of this darkness, it's important for you to feel your way out of it. Feel. Because logic is what's exactly going to keep you away from this Ten of Pentacles, this Ten of Cups like energy. Feel what you want to experience in this life. Feel it, because when you feel it, you start to vibrate on that. And when you start to really believe it, you then start to know it. And when you start to know that, that's when things will start to appear in your reality as you are vibrating, if that makes sense. The High Priestess for me right now is a call out to you, saying to allow your, I don't know why this is also bringing me to imagination as well, but it's like using your imagination in conjunction with your intuition to formulate the life that you want. Some of you guys are building things from scratch, and Spirit is saying that is okay. The Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles is also here. This is, you have 3 Pentacle cards here. This is letting me know that there's some type of practical work that needs to be done. There's something tangible. Like there's something tangible is coming. Something is tangible that is coming that's going to help you in this time that you're in right now. But this is something Spirit is saying is sustainable. Remember that. This is something that Spirit is asking you to plan for. Like, some of you guys are in these dark spaces, and for what I just heard the words planting a seed. It's kind of like when you plant a seed, you cover it with dirt, right? You cover it with the soil. You know, the soil is watered. You cover the seed with the soil, and you allow that seed to grow into whatever it's supposed to grow into. That darkness that it's in helps to protect it from too much of sunlight. That darkness is like a womb space that allows it to transform and use the information that is within itself to transform and grow into whatever it's meant to be, into this flower or into this tree that will then produce fruits and whatever, if that makes sense. So the darkness, Spirit is saying right now, is necessary, because this darkness, you are the seed that is in this dark space right now, and you contain all the information you need already. And when you are in this space of darkness, understand that everything is happening in that void, because the void is a representation. It's an actual womb space that has everything that we need to be successful. It has everything that we need to bring about whatever we need into existence, to bring about whatever we want to existence, because it's within that void that everything exists. The void can be expressed through the number 0, in which the number 0 is a numerical representation of the void, in which 0 contains all numbers, so the void contains all things. We have everything available to us. I feel like this is an encouraging message for someone to know that even if they're in a dark space right now, Spirit wants you to know that now is your time to simply feel where you're supposed to go. And the more that you feel, the more that you allow yourself to trust your intuitive vibe, it will lead you to the light that you need. The foundations that may be uprooting right now in your life is causing massive change, and sometimes we are afraid of change, but I truly do believe that it's not really even just change that we're afraid of. Sometimes it's what's to come. It's us being so far into survival mode that we feel like we're always looking to how to get out of this next. Like, how do I get out of this? But I feel the question should be, how do I adapt? How do I take this, and instead of viewing this as an obstacle, view this as an opportunity for me to do better. It's for me to express myself in a better way, or that fits me and also others. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why it's coming out like that, but that's just how it's coming out. The Tower card. The Tower card in reverse. Of course, right? Of course. The Tower card is coming here in reverse. I think that things are being rebuilt right now. Things are definitely being rebuilt. You have the Hierophant here as well. The Hierophant came out in reverse, but I want to put it in an upright position. I do feel that this is you taking charge. Make sure that your routines, that you're following the ritual that's going to allow you to get to this other space. I don't know why Spirit is saying follow the ritual, like write down the ritual, take note of the ritual. For whatever reason, that's what Spirit is guiding me to right now. The Ace of Pentacles just came out. I love that, and I feel like you have a lot of pentacles here, so this does let me know again that there is some practical work that needs to be done. There's something that is being worked on your behalf as well. Don't be afraid of the things that are falling away. Spirit is saying it's a divine redirection. There's so much light. You have so much light. Like, there's so much light and abundance waiting right now. Spirit is asking you that if I'm going to say this, and I really want you guys to take it as it resonates, okay? If you know for a fact that it's meant for you to let go, then let it go. Spirit is asking you not to resist it, not to fight it, not to go against it, but to just simply let it go. Just let it go. You are safe. You are secure. You are vibrant, and you are thriving. You are in safe and loving hands. It is okay to let it go. It is okay to release it. It is okay for you to let it be where it is. It is okay for you to let it go. Spirit is saying right now. It is, you're fine. You're fine. If you need to cry, if you need to let yourself just bleed it out through tears, do that. Honor your tears. Honor what you're feeling. Honor this grieving process. Just let yourself grieve. Let yourself grieve over what you feel is being lost right now. Because Spirit is saying that what was once lost will be regained. This part of your life is literally, it's closing out. And the more that you resist, the harder the closeout will be. The more the turbulence, the harder the turbulence if you continue to resist. Let yourself be. Trust yourself in this process right now. Open yourself up to Spirit. Open your arms wide to Spirit right now. Spirit is saying for someone to fall to their knees, to hold their hands up and say, to my divine self, I declare I am safe. To my divine self, I declare you are present within me right now. To my divine self, I declare that you are in my reality right now, that I am you and that I am safe. And that no matter what, this is leading me to my divine light. I love you guys with all of my heart. I really, truly do. And I can feel that you guys are just... Some of y'all are not in a good space right now. And I'm going to honor that. Because I know for a fact that no matter what... that even though we may not see it right now in this moment, I can feel that you guys are on your way to something better. I know that you are. And I don't mean that as a cliche, but I refuse to believe that anyone listening to this right now is destined for just sorrow. I can't believe that. I'm not going to believe it. I won't believe it. And I don't believe that. And there is nothing that anyone can ever tell me that will ever make me believe that you are destined to solely suffering. You are more than your suffering. You are so much more than that. And this dark space that you're in right now, you can conjure the darkness. Allow yourself to become one with the darkness in a way that is healthy, of course. Allow yourself to become one with the darkness. Because you are dark and you are light. You are the best of both fucking worlds. The best of both worlds. And that sometimes more than actually is reflected in your reality. The dark is such a beautiful space. The dark is a beautiful space. It is so beautiful. It has everything it needs. It's passive, and so it lets whatever is going to grow. And then the light gives its warmth. It gives its vibrancy. It gives this essence of nurturing that is needed to energize us. It's a charge. It's like a battery charge. I know that you guys probably hear that in the background. It's my 1-year-old. I guess he can feel the message and he agrees, right? Anyways, I hope that this message helps. I hope that you guys get what you need out of it. I set the intention that no matter what, that you allow yourself the room to grow, that you allow whatever you're holding to grow on its own, and that you are safe. I love you guys. And I hope to see you guys later. If you guys need anything from me, you guys can find me online at magicofeden.com. You guys can also follow along with me on Instagram at Magic of Eden. I post videos and daily readings and things like that, so be sure to check that out. We are growing exponentially at a very good speed, and pace, I should say, and I am super excited. So if you're listening to this, and if you're new to following me, understand that you're not following me, but you're journeying along with me as I am with you. By the way, I don't believe in having followers or fans. I believe in having soul family and journeying alongside my family so that we can get to, go back to the stars. And that's what I believe in. That's what I know in. And it just is what it is. So, yes. And also, if you guys want to take a look at the dark side, or not the dark side, but like the shadow side, you guys can also follow me at Shadows X Magic. I'll make sure to have everything linked down in the description box on the podcast and also on YouTube. So you guys have an amazing day. I hope to catch you all later.